I'm Callie, and we're doing some chair yoga today with the York County Libraries in South Carolina. So in the practice today, hopefully what I'm hoping for, my goal is to open up the upper back area, which is also your heart space. Your heart space is the front and the back. And doing this is good for your shoulders, but also is good for our lungs. So we should be able to breathe a little bit easier the rest of the day, which gives us more energy. The other thing I want to do is work on hips, and specifically flexion, which the hip moves in 4 different ways. And flexion is when the leg extends out in front of you, so anytime you lift the leg or extend it out in front. So hopefully we'll work into that a little bit. So to start, just get in a comfortable seated position, 2 feet planted. So if you got short legs like me, you want to scoot up a little bit so your feet can be planted on the ground. Hands on your lap, palms down, and close your eyes. Take a big breath in through your nose. Open your mouth, soft, sigh it out. You can breathe in and out through your nose. Slowing down your breath. And as you become aware of your breath, just start imagining a little golden line outlining your body, starting with the top of your head, going around your skull, around your ears, down the sides of your neck, over the shoulders, and arms, and lower arms, tracing along your back and around your hips, down your legs, around your knees, around your lower legs and ankles, around your feet and toes. Receive a big inhale. And just imagine this golden line just growing stronger and moving outward around your body. Throughout the practice, just practicing becoming aware of your body, aware of everything you're feeling, and aware of what you're thinking. And as those thoughts come into your mind, you become aware of them, and then you just kind of let them float away, coming back to your body, coming back to your practice. Just about 3 more long, slow breaths here. And then take your hands down by your sides and reach back, grabbing onto the bottom of your chair, but towards the back of it. Yeah, draw your shoulders open behind you and lift your chin up to the ceiling. Notice that stretch in the front of your neck. And as if you're drawing a rainbow from shoulder to shoulder, bringing the chin over and down to one side, up and over to the other. A few times both ways. Inhaling as you lift your chin up, exhaling as you bring it down. And finding a neutral neck. And let's stretch the back of the neck. So holding onto your chair, hinge forward just a bit, create some tension in your arms, and then tuck your chin into your chest. Yeah, you should notice the back of the neck, maybe even the shoulders. And then you're going to drag the chin across your chest, up and over to one side, and down and over to the other side. And if you notice a spot that you feel a bit more tension in, you're welcome to stay right there and just take a few breaths into that spot. And let's come back to center, come to sitting up, bring your hands back into your lap, and we'll do a couple seated cat-cows. So as you come forward for the cow, you slide your hands back, bring your chest forward, lift your heart up, and lift your chin up. That's an inhale. Exhale to slide your hands down towards your knees, round your back, tuck your chin in. Inhale to slide your hands back, lift your heart, lift your chin. Exhale, slide the hands forward, round your back as much as you can, tuck your chin in. Inhale to come forward to cow. Exhale, round your back, cat, like an angry cat, rounding the back, tucking the chin in. A few more like that, inhaling cow. Exhaling cat. Inhaling cow. Exhaling cow. Good, last one here. Inhaling cow. Let's hold it. So hold the pose, not the breath. Take an inhale in and exhale up here, a few. And then slide your hands forward, round your back as much as you can. Tuck your chin in and breathe here as well. Don't hold your breath. And then you can come up to a neutral spine. So feel those sits bones, that's the bony part of your booty, planting into the chair, and lift your spine up tall, so like the crown of your head reaching to the ceiling. Very good. So take fingertips on shoulders. Now we're just starting to warm up the shoulders here. So we'll just take the elbows down and then up. Down and then up. And you might notice a difference on each side maybe, and that's okay. Just notice that. Actually, everybody has a difference, even me. So just noticing which side maybe feels a little tighter. Good, and let's take the elbows right up to shoulder height, and we'll just move them forward and back. So we'll go forward and back, and we'll add the breath. So this is the exhale as you go forward. Inhale to open up. Exhale, maybe you can even bring the elbows together. Inhale to open up. Exhale, bring elbows together. As you open up, see if you can pinch your shoulder blades together. Yeah, there you go. And we'll change these up into some circles next. So just bring the elbows out to the sides. And just either direction, because we'll go both directions. So either direction. I like to make my shoulder circles as big as I can. Really excellent for your shoulder health. We've got one bone connecting our skeleton, our trunk, to our arms. One bone only, so it's all held together by muscles and tendons and ligaments, and little things like this are how we keep our shoulders healthy. Okay, let's take these circles the other way. Shoulders starting to burn a bit. They should. Mine are. Bring our arms down, hold on to the back of our chair again for chest expansion. So this time, try to work your shoulders behind you. Try to pinch the shoulder blades together first. And then squeeze your arms tight, nice and straight, and lean forward. Chest comes up, chin comes up. Breathing right here. Notice that expansion across the front of your chest, your shoulders. Good, and you can come back to a neutral spine. Excellent, so let's pull one knee in, whichever knee you want, if you want to mirror me or not. So we'll start with one leg and then we'll switch it. So wherever you are, you just pulling this knee in, you'll notice that hip flexor. So we're starting into the flexion of the hip. So it's fine wherever you feel it, maybe taking the knee out to the side or the other way. That's rotation of the hip. Getting lots of extra stuff you didn't bargain for today. But I like to be a nerd about this stuff sometimes. Okay, so try rolling out your ankle here. And take these circles the other way. And just try flexing the foot and then pointing the foot. And make it really strong, as much as you can flex it and as much as you can point it. Excellent. These are some great things just for ankle mobility and strength, actually, is all those rolling it out, and you can do those from anywhere, really. Okay, so we're going to keep that knee up. Sorry, same knee up. Interlace your fingers and put it around your knee. Okay, so the difficult part here is drawing your shoulders back and down. Kind of have to adjust yourself, get it right. And then once you do, you push your knee into your hand, and your hands are actively pulling back on your knee. So it's a little opposing force here. You should start to feel that down your back, as long as you continue to just draw those shoulders back. Let's close our eyes and just take like 3 breaths here. One more big breath in. And exhale. All right, holding the knee in with the same hand as knee. Same hand as knee. Opposite arm's gonna go out to the side. We're just gonna open this knee up to the side. So you start to feel that inner thigh. Notice that and just breathe into it. A few breaths right here. Still trying to draw the shoulders down. And then bringing that knee back into center. We'll switch hands. Come on in and join us.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's
Disrupt
all right.
the class, but I was at a dentist and he didn't seem to care.
The doll. Okay, opposite hand holds that knee in this time. And we take the same hand as knee back behind us. So it's a twist. Nice big rotation. So again, just breathe deep. Every exhale helps you twist behind you. Gaze goes behind you. Excellent. Coming back to center. Yeah, very good. Now we'll set it down. You made it here, so good job.
Thank you.
That's right. All right, so picking up the opposite leg now. So again, first you're just going to be noticing that hip flexor down in there. So just hugging the knee in, inviting that hip flexor to loosen up. Yeah. Big breaths, deep breaths. And you can roll out your ankle. And if you notice those little pops and stuff, that's all good. Come on, do it all the time. As long as nothing sends searing pain through your body, then your body's just getting back in alignment. I know sometimes it does, right? Somebody laughed over here. Those are the bad ones. Then something is wrong. Okay, take the circles the other way. Good, now try that flexing and pointing. Flexing and pointing. super strong. But maybe taking it out to the side like we did before, a little back and forth. Good, so this time we interlace the fingers. Draw the shoulders back and then down, so you'll feel the shoulder blades come together behind you. And then straighten the arms. Your knee is pushing into your hands, and your hands are pulling back on your knee, nice and active. Always coming back to the breath. Always coming back to your awareness of your body, where you're feeling it, whether or not you're being challenged, just noticing that. And then keeping the same hand as knee onto your knee. Opposite hand out to the side, opening at that hip. External rotation, noticing your inner hip, breathing into that space. And if you don't feel much here, then you just have really healthy hips, and you just be thankful for that. So coming back to center, switching the hands. Same hand as knee goes behind you this time for your twist. So big, slow, deep breaths here. Close your eyes if that feels okay. Trying to still sit up nice and tall. Every exhale helps you twist. And coming back to center, and you can set that foot down. Good. Okay, got a little seated flow for you today I'm excited about. So let's just all turn that way. And so you scoot forward so that that back leg is the side that's still on the chair. And the leg that's towards me will be off the chair a little bit. Hold on to the back of your chair for stability. Yeah, and you can even scoot back. See how the crease of my knee is right there on the chair, so you can even scoot back right there. We're gonna take that back leg way out to the side. A wider stance is a little bit easier, and see if you can get your whole foot on the ground. Is that a little hard? You could bring your leg up a little bit, that might help. There, yeah, see that helped a little bit. Scoot back. You see my feet in there? I can move. Trying to get it for the online viewers as well. Oh, back. There we go. All right, now we got it. Okay, so it's a warrior two. Okay, so I have really short legs, so my heel's up, but your front heel does not have to be up.
I don't think I'm right.
So turn that way. There you go. So your back leg is good. So this leg is gonna reach out towards me. Yep, and plant it down. So try to get your toes to point forward a little bit. There you go. That's right. So it is okay if your back heel has to stay up. Don't worry about that. That's not a deal breaker, okay? So warrior two right here. So our hips are trying to open up towards me. And then arms straight out. There you go. And so you always want to try to find the ease in the pose. There's always a little bit of discomfort because we don't like stand like this normally, right? But you want to try to find the ease in the pose. So take a big inhale. On the exhale, relax your shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Keep going like that. Inhaling, exhaling, relax. Two more. Excellent. So that front arm, the arm that's above your bent knee, flip that palm up. And we're gonna reach up with that front arm while we drop the back arm. So the back arm can grab onto the chair, maybe rest on your leg. No real weight. Just reaching up towards the ceiling to start. Take a breath here. Exhale, relax the shoulders. And if you'd like to start leaning behind you, you can make it a little bit of a side bend here. Yeah, it does not have to be. Yes, so she loves her side bends. You're doing great. You look beautiful. But it can be straight up. Just stretching. You're stretching the side even by reaching straight up. It's really personal preference here. So a few breaths. Every exhale, trying to relax those shoulders down. Finding the ease in the pose. Good, so we'll move to extended side angle. So we'll bring that top arm down, resting our forearm on that thigh. Yep. And then the back arm, you can bring it to your hip if you'd like, or you can reach it up overhead, or you can bring it all the way over, bicep over your ear. So you're trying to create a straight line from your fingers all the way down through your heel if you do it this way. Wherever you are, you're trying to spin your chest open towards the ceiling. So it becomes a little bit of a twist here. So come back to your breath, close your eyes if that feels good. Noticing all the sensations in your body. Inviting those tight spaces to loosen up. Creating space. Excellent. Let's come back to center. And we'll come right back onto the middle of our chair. Legs wide this time for goddess or horse pose, whatever you like to call it. So legs nice and wide, toes pointed out. Holding onto your, or resting our hands on our legs, and we'll do that cat-cow like we did earlier. So on the inhales, you slide your hands back as you lift your heart and chin. Exhale, slide your hands forward, round the back, tuck your chin in. Inhale, slide your hands back, lift the heart, lift the chin. Exhale, slide your hands forward, around the back, tuck your chin. A few more like that. Inhale to lift your heart. Exhale to round your back. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, round your back. Good, one more. Inhale, lift the heart. Exhale, round your back. Excellent, coming back up to a neutral spine, and we'll turn to the other side. So getting yourself situated first. That front foot planted if you've got longer legs than me. Holding on to the back of your chair. And then remember that back leg, we want it straight. We want the foot down so you can kick it off to the side and even bring it a little bit forward, whatever you have to do to get it planted here. So sole of the foot, try your sole of the foot down. Yes, there you go, yes. Excellent. Okay, so hips are opening towards me again. And then arms straight out. And we did about 5 breaths here. So take an inhale. Exhale, relax the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale, relax. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Flip that front palm up, and that's going to reach up to the ceiling, back arm down, and just take whatever variation you did on the other side. So if you just reach the ceiling, then reach. If you took a little side bend, started leaning behind you, go ahead and do that. Notice the space you're opening up in the body, and breathe into that space. Big, deep breaths. We'll move to extended side angle. So that top arm comes down, forearm to your thigh. And the back arm can be just resting on your hip, reaching straight up, or reaching in a diagonal. There you go, yes. So trying to spin your chest open to the ceiling. And big deep breaths, about 5 breaths here. Usually in and out through the nose, but it's okay if you want to exhale out of the mouth. And coming back up. And we'll come back to that goddess or horse squat. Nice wide squat, toes out further than heels. Hands on your knees this time, and we're going to take big circles. So it's going to be an exhale. Let's take the inhale here, sorry. Inhale. Exhale to take a circle all the way around as far as you can go. Inhale as you sit up tall. Exhale a circle. Trying to make your breath nice and even. Inhale up tall. reverse the direction. Exhale, going the opposite way. Inhale as you sit up tall. Exhale, round. Inhale up tall. Exhale, round. Inhale up tall. Last one. Exhale as you come around. Inhale up tall. Excellent. So you can toe wheel those feet back together. And let's see. Okay, so let's lean back a little bit, hold on to the chair just like we've done a few times before. And again, make sure you're a little bit forward on your chair. And then just, we're gonna engage the core. So think about, I like to explain it as, you know, those bony points in the front, your hip bones, and then of course your ribs. So it's like you're engaging by lifting the hip bones up towards your ribs. And it's a hard idea to get used to, so probably first time for a lot of you hearing that, that's fine. So as you exhale, just try to engage the core, lifting up into your ribs. Just take a few breaths trying that. And then just as you exhale, engage the core and lift one knee up towards your body. And then set it back down. And we'll try the reverse. As you exhale, lift opposite knee in. Inhale to set it down. We'll just keep marching like that. Exhale to lift, alternating legs. Inhale to lower. Nice and slow with the breath. We're not in a rush. If you want to make it a little bit harder, you can let go of the back of your chair. Maybe just bring your hands down. Just trying to lift with your core. Not just lifting the legs, but engaging the core as you pull up. Okay, last one here. Let's lean back and grab onto our chair. So do lean back just a bit. And then this is the challenge, and we did do this last time, I believe, is we try to lift both knees up. So take an inhale, exhale, engage your core, and see if you can lift both knees up. Yes, straight legs. Yes, do straight legs. That'll be a challenge for you. And you can lower it, lower on the inhales. And even if you lift only an inch up, you're getting stronger, and that's good. So it does make it a little bit easier to lean back. Inhale as you lower your feet. Yep, just try a few more. Try a few more at your own breath. You can hug your knees into your chest. You can try for those straight legs if you want. That's a little bit harder. Or maybe it's just a little hover off the ground, and that's perfectly fine too. Yeah, so even though we're using the core, it's strengthening those hip flexors also. So anyways, all right, we're gonna do our standing. Not so much standing today, but we will do a little bit. So we'll do the up downs first. So all we do at the up downs is we stand up and we sit back down. Okay, so we'll do about 10, or we will do 10. We will do 10. Okay, here we go. Take an inhale and an exhale, and then an inhale to stand up. Exhale, sit back down. Good. Inhale to stand up. Exhale, sit back down. Good. If you want to make it a little harder, then when you come to sitting down, you don't actually sit down. Maybe you just hover and then stand back up. Or maybe you just barely touch the chair, just reassuring yourself you have that opportunity if you want to sit. I think we're about halfway. I should have assigned an official counter, so we'll say we got 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Bend your knees, set your hips back like you're going to your chair, but don't. Yeah, like you're going there. You can bring your hands together at heart center. That's a little easier on the shoulders. Good. And then standing up. Excellent. Excellent job. So we'll come around to the back of the chairs. I'm going to turn my chair just so you guys can see me. You don't need to turn it. So, just to stretch just a little bit, we're going to do this is a chair down dog. So you hold on to the front of your chairs, walk your feet back until your ears come in line with your biceps. So do bend your knees. Yeah, bend your knees. That's going to release your back. Excellent. Let your gaze go straight down so ears are in line with your biceps. Perfect. Bend your knees a lot. Tailbone reaching out towards the back of the room. Should notice a stretch in the back of your shoulders, your sides. Keep breathing. And then what you can do with your knees is you start to straighten one leg while you keep the other leg bent. Then you start to get a stretch in the hamstring, the back of the knees, the legs. Yeah, go back and forth. You can go fast, or I like to go really slow and really notice each side. Leaning into the side that I straighten. And then rising up on an inhale, stepping a little bit closer to the chair, and we'll stretch the back of the legs just a bit more. So take one foot towards the chair, and those toes are going to point toward the chair. The back foot is going to step out maybe, what is that, like 2 or 3 feet? So your back toes are like at a 45-degree angle. They're pointing forward, but not straight forward. Yeah, so maybe that like in a little bit. Yeah, that's good. Back. There you go. Yep, so we turn towards the chair, both hands on the chair, and then it's up to you how far you can fold down. So your legs are straight, but you might want to make an effort to have a little micro bend in that front knee, just for the safety of your knee. And you just start to hinge. So the more you can hinge down, the more you're going to feel this stretch. If you're more flexible, you might want to step back from the chair a bit more so you can have a farther way to fold down. Yeah. Good, so just breathing into the back of that front leg. This one's called pyramid or intense pose. A lot going on here. So this is a great one if you do have tight hips. Yeah, you look great back there. If you do have tight hips or tight legs. Also, low back pain can be caused by tight hamstrings. So this is a great stretch if you have tight hamstrings. You can do this on your kitchen counter. Just another breath here. And then let's just step forward, back up to the chair. We'll just switch the sides. So opposite leg points towards the chair. That back leg out behind you. Yeah, and then just finding where you want to fold down, what's right for you. Maybe noticing if this side's a little bit looser, or maybe this side's a little bit tighter. One more breath here. And then let's come to standing up. Yeah, let's do that down dog one more time. So walking backwards. Little bend in both knees. Start with a little bend in both knees. I like to rest my wrists on the chair. That just allows me to relax my arms, which helps me feel the stretch in my upper back. Yeah, so 2 bent knees, tailbone reaching behind you. Should feel pretty good. And then inhale to rise up, and I just want to change this one just a bit for more of a stretch in your upper back. So for this one, you're going to want to bring right below your elbows to the top of the chair, right here. 2 bent knees. You can do prayer hands if you want. Then you're trying to get your head in between your arms. That's going to really open up your shoulder space if you can make it happen. This might have been one it's a little hard if you have tender elbows on the back of that chair. Breathe deep, 2 bent knees. And then you can rise up on an inhale. Excellent. Come around to the side of your chair. Yep, right here beside it. Just hold on with one hand. And whichever leg is closest to the chair, well, let's face the chair first of all, and then pick up that leg, see if you can get it on the chair. Yeah. And then just feeling that hip flexor right there so you can lean into it a little bit. And it's okay for the knee to go past the foot here because there's not really any weight in that foot. That's when that becomes unhealthy. So just working on that hip flexion. If you have super tight hips, this is a great one. Just not much effort to it. And then we'll just switch. So bringing that foot down, picking up the other leg, and just leaning into it. A little modified lunge here. again, coming to the side of the chair. And we're gonna try the same, for balancing today, we're gonna try what we tried sitting, but standing. So you'll recognize that as we move through. So just hold on to the chair, and the side that's closest to the chair is gonna be our leg that stays down. Okay, and then we'll switch to the other side. So picking up, as you're ready, first of all, just bring your weight into that foot that's beside the chair. And so the other foot just lifts like an inch off the ground. You can just kind of roll it back and forth. Just getting your weight all onto that side. And then lifting up your knee to hip height and seeing if you can hold on to that knee. Yeah. So drawing the shoulders back and down, trying to stand up nice and tall. So you're pushing into the foot that's standing, not just standing there, but pushing into it. That'll lift you up a bit. See if you can open up the leg to the side. Good. One full breath here. Excellent. Bring it back to center. And you can set it. And let's just walk over to the other side. Bringing the weight into that leg this time. And just a little movement in the outside leg to make sure you've got all the weight over there. And then drawing that knee up. Holding on to that knee. Try to draw those shoulders back. Yeah, there you go. A little cow in our chest, opening our heart to the ceiling. That's right. Yeah, I never heard that one before, huh? Okay. So opening up the knee to the side. Excellent. And for you at home, you can try extended.
Oh, yeah.
Or here. There she goes. Yeah.
Pick me up off the floor.
There you go. Back to center. Excellent. And foot to the floor. Very good. Okay, so we'll come back to seated now. Good job, guys. But that's a fun one. You can do that whole thing extended out to the side and then even reversing it. We can do it too, and one of these times I'm gonna bring in a bunch of ties, and then like men's ties, and then we can try out that. Okay, so cooling down now, sadly. All right, so let's take one foot straight out. So sitting towards the front of our chair, one foot straight out. And you can use your opposite leg as you lean forward, maybe even bringing your forearm to that leg, reaching down for that foot. Trying to find a stretch in the back of that leg. It has been found.
Wasn't hard to find.
Excellent, good. So whenever you find that spot is when you just come back to your breath. You're thinking about where you're feeling it. You're feeling all those sensations, breathing into it. And on an inhale, let's come back up. And just switch to the other side. Sliding down only as far until you start feeling that stretch, and then that's your edge. That's what I call it. And you stay at that edge, just breathing. Personal favorite for the feet are these very simple ones you can do from seated. So all you have to do, and it works best with shoes off, so you might want to slip them off for this, or maybe you just try it at home, whatever. You just flip your toes over. Yeah, so you're pushing the tops of your toes into the ground. And then you kind of roll back and forth over those toes. And that's where it might be easy when you push into the outside of your foot, and then as you come towards the center, you're like, hello, what's that? Yeah, so top of the foot, you're stretching, but also all this can also loosen up the backs of your legs. So if you do have tight legs, this is one that's benefiting not just your feet, but also your legs. Just rolling back and forth a few times. And then just switching, doing that the other way. 2 feet pulling it down. And let's just pick up one leg and we'll cross it over the other knee. So seated figure 4. So try to get your ankle right over that knee, flexing that foot back towards your knee. Yeah, and then you're just gently working the knee down. So if you feel like your knee's up in your shoulder space, that's okay. That's where I started as well. That's just tight hips. So you're just gently working that knee down. And I'm gonna make sure we get about a minute here on both sides. This one's so good. So you're trying to sit up tall. A little bit of pressure on that knee, not too much. You can close your eyes if you want. Just breathe. And then still sitting up nice and tall. Take opposite hand towards that knee that's up top. Yeah, for a little twist. So you can bring that other arm to the back of your chair to help you twist. And again, it's all about the breath in the twist. Long, slow breaths. Trying to make that exhale nice and even. And then coming back to center. And we'll take it to the other side. Trying to flex that foot back towards your knee. Again, sitting up nice and tall. Maybe closing your eyes and just thinking and noticing all the sensations you feel in that hip. Breathing into them. We'll move into the twist. That's opposite hand to knee. Same hand as the leg. Reaching back to that chair. Long, slow breaths. And coming back to center. So take whichever arm, and we're just drawing some big circles. Taking your palm to the ceiling as you come up and then around. So I want you to feel this in your shoulder girdle, seeing what your range of motion is. We're gonna do one last big shoulder opener in a second. So take these circles opposite direction. We're just making sure we've given ourselves enough of a chance for this next pose. Let's do the other arm. So other arm, as you come to the top of that circle, palm to the ceiling. Yeah, about 3 each way. One more here. And then just reverse the direction. Okay, so we're gonna try eagle seated. So we'll do, let's do the legs first. So I'm gonna say lefts and rights, because this will get really confusing. So we all gotta know our lefts and rights, okay? So let's keep the left leg down, cross your right leg over. This time like a lady sitting in a chair. So you can stay right here, or maybe your foot can wrap around the back of that leg. And that's fine if it doesn't. Okay, I'm gonna go back here, right here with the modified. So arms straight out front. So because our left leg is under, our left arm will go on top, bringing a little balance back. So crossing the arms over each other, left arm on top. That's right, cross as close to your body as you can. So squeeze those arms together. Then bend the elbows. And then maybe your right hand can wrap around that left wrist. Excellent, so that's the modification, backs of hands together. If you can't wrap it around, it's trying to squeeze the backs of your hands together. Very good. So get your shoulders up to shoulder height. Squeezing the arms together wherever you are, squeezing the legs together. So everything's super active, squeezing together. You should feel those shoulder blades, yeah. Breathe deep, close your eyes. About 3 to 5 long, slow, intentional breaths. On the exhales, I like to pull my belly button to spine. Get the middle of my body in on the action. And we can gently unwind. Maybe you want to roll off the shoulders a bit. Yeah. So that's equal pose. Usually it's a standing pose, and it helps develop willpower and concentration, so it's a great one to practice. Okay, so we'll try our right leg down, cross that left leg over, wrap the foot around if you'd like, and then either way you're squeezing the legs together. Then arms out front, so this time our right arm is on top, so crossing as close to your body as you can, that's crucial. Then bend at the elbows, so try crossing first. There you go, yes, there you go, yes. So backs of hands together, or you wrap that left hand around your right wrist. Beautiful. So it can be just like this, that's perfectly fine. And then again, elbows up to shoulder height, squeezing arms together, squeezing legs together. 3 to 5 long, slow breaths. Maybe on those exhales, you pull your belly button into your spine. And gently releasing. That one always makes my arms tired. Yeah, just me. All right, here we go. So just a couple of circles with your neck, like you're drawing a big circle with your nose. And then take your circles the other way. And back to center. Take this arm, whatever that is for you, down by your side. Opposite arm reaches up. Big inhale. Exhale to lean over. So lean towards your arm that's down. So yes, you'll go that way. Yeah, you go that way. There you go. Yes, you're gonna mirror me. Okay, yes. We got it. Okay, so the arm that you have overhead, that's the side of your body that you're lengthening. So breathe length into that side of the body. One more big inhale. And then come on back up over to the other side. Yes, so breathing length into your opposite side body. Big inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Excellent. Back to center. Last one here. So let's reach your left arm behind you. Left arm behind you onto the back of your chair. Right hand comes over to your left knee. Yes, just for an easy twist. So just close your eyes. And with every exhale, maybe you can twist behind you a bit more. Maybe just imagining your spine right now with all the little nerves and tendons and ligaments that run up and down it. With every inhale and every exhale, you're just massaging out your spine. telling your body to feel calm, peaceful, and good. And let's come back to center and around to the other side. So right hand goes on the back of the chair, left hand to your right knee. Closing the eyes again, big inhale. And steady exhales. Imagining your spine and the way all your breath is massaging it out, making it feel nice. And then back to center. Good. And so we'll just end where we started. So 2 feet planted on the ground, hands down on your laps, your palms down, and close your eyes. Noticing your breath. If you're able, it's in and out through the nose. Imagining that golden line around your body. It's a bit thicker now. It's a bit warmer now. It's extending outward. You don't have to worry about anything right now for the next 2 to 3 minutes. Everything outside of these walls will take care of itself. And you can just continue to nourish yourself with each breath. Noticing the breath coming easier. The shoulders feeling lighter. You don't have to do anything except breathe. Bring your hands together into your heart space. Keep your eyes closed. And thank whoever you need to that you made it here today. You can blink your eyes open. And I'm so grateful that you came and practiced with me today. We just end with Namaste, which just means the light in me sees and honors the light in you.